and I'm very happy to be a part of this. My special thanks to the principal sir, Dr. Shivraj, Dr. Manikamma, the organizers, the faculty of the Department of Sociology, History and Kannada, and a special thanks to Dr. A.G. Khan. I know you for such a long time, sir, and thank you for always motivating me. I remember you had given me one very good lesson, three tips. You had called me around 3, 4 years ago, come to Gulbarga to present paper. And I said, no, sir, I'm very busy. I'm chairperson of college exam committee. So I remember early morning in this campus only, you said, Dr. Sonal, there are three types of priorities in life. First is when you are employed as lecturer. First is institutional committee, the principal management will give you duty. Second is towards department. And third is towards your achievement. And you also said your personal achievement doesn't mean your personal life, but for your progress after doing your thesis. What are you doing? Don't give excuses. In a year, minimum 2 presentation and focus on publication. Sir, thank you so much. This advice I'm giving to all the colleagues who are only part of committee, either NAC, IQSC, then timetable committee, this committee, never ending, and then department work. But for personal growth, zero. So their promotion, everything is held. Thank you. At the right time, you pushed me and I presented good paper for which I even got award at your Humpy when you were there, sir. Thank you so much, sir. I'm really obliged.
You
And
deserve
Manikamma,
it. You deserve it.
yes, yes. And Dr. Manikamma is very kind, very humble, so knowledgeable. Thank you so much. And principals, organizers, thank you so much. I'll
Thank
start
you,
with my
ma'am.
presentation. Yeah, I'll start with the presentation.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Just a moment, huh? Yeah. Yes, the title of my paper is Role of Women in the Romantic World of the Mando, a Goan Folklore. Mando is a musical form that evolved during the 19th and 20th centuries among the Goan Catholics of Goa, India. There were two phenomena that gave rise to the Mando. The political events of the time, as we know, Goa was a part of the Portuguese colony for 451 years from 1510 to 1961. And then the introduction of social dancing into Goa, which was a fusion of the Western influence and the local native customs. Mandas were composed on issues affecting and reflect the deep-rooted aspirations of the people, be they in myth or reality. For a long time, the Mandos predominantly remained middle class and only exclusively composed for and by the Catholic Brahmins. The lower strata did not participate till very recently. Mando is a fusion of traditional Goan and Western musical tradition. It's a beautiful dance performance. It represents the meeting point of traditional Goan and Western musical traditions. Like Greek drama of old, it begins with serious reflection, deep emotion, or tragic experience. Slow and sad at the beginning, the mando ends in lively dulpot to progress into a catharsis of social laughter, folkloric wisdom, or lyric delight, thus offering a complete aesthetic experience. Mando inspires solidarity in a community that shares social origins and which continues somewhat apart due to different historical circumstances. The rest of India, the British rule was for 150 years, but Goa for 4.5 centuries. The Mando gives expression to the Goan philosophy, sentiment, poetic lyricism, and social picturization of various issues affecting the Goan society. The term profane music is apt to describe the Mando. Its expression of social and political difference of opinion and freedom. Earlier, only the church or the religious music was allowed, so Mando was secular, so to say. Mando has three components. The song, Konkani folk songs composed by and for the upper classes, an accompanying dance, and then the Dulpot, sung after the Mando in quick rhythm. It describes the themes from everyday Goan life, especially that of the Christians. Mando has major and minor themes. The theme is usually one of love, bitter and sweet passion, which is slow and deliberate in movement, expressed through words and graceful movements of dance. The major themes, unrequited love, that a boy is proposing to a girl and she's rejecting for some reason, or love parted by caste barriers, caste system is very much prevalent, or love betrayed. The minor themes are historical narratives, grievance against exploitation by the Bhatkars. Bhatkars were the landlords, quarrels between Gaonkars, clandestine love affairs which were hidden from the public, subtle references to illicit affairs of the priests, social injustice, and political resistance during the Portuguese rule in Goa. The Mando is mostly a monologue in the first person, singular or plural, except for the historical narratives. In some Mandos, however, one person addresses the other, who in turn replies. Singing is accompanied by gentle turning sideways to the rhythm, thus creating both a visual and auditory performance. Now, coming to language and instruments, men wear formal western coats while women wear a unique traditional three-piece costume, torop baju or pano baju in Portuguese. The dialect used in the classical mandos is the Bamon Sashti. Bamon Brahmins, Sashti of Salset. That is a 66 families, Brahmin families who had migrated to Goa. The instruments used are guitars, violins, and the gumot. So we notice the guitar, violin are Western, and the gumot is a local musical instrument in Goa. Dance is usually performed in the evenings in celebration of weddings in the hall of an aristocrat, that is a rich person's house. Today, public performances are limited to festivals. Now, this is the woman's costume. See, notice this. The torop baju or pano baju is a velvet or silk red, blue, or green in color, embroidered with gold threads, a white shawl, socks, and slippers. They had to be ornamented. This was graced with a fan, which enhanced a lady's mood during the dance. This is the home of an aristocratic Goan, and this is the place where the mandos used to take place earlier. This is gumot, mud percussion musical instrument. Guitar played by a young man in a Goan home. See, this home is not so well kept. This may be of a middle class person. The violin is different from the guitar. This is the violin. And here in this picture, These are the musical instruments in a mando performance. This small boy is playing the gumot. This lad is playing the guitar. Here he is playing the violin. And this lady is singing with the fan and the costume. Mando has three aspects. Music. Each stanza is sung in two voices and then repeated. I have some videos to show.